Good weigh-in morning. It is that time again. I'm gonna quit weighing in one day because all I do is get these crappy results. I named my thumbnail, here we go again, because I am on the hamster wheel. I've told y'all before, and I know some of you don't believe me, that my whole 2 years has been these big ups and downs. I'll get a good down, and then boom, here comes a big up. No matter what I do, no matter how I eat, some months, I'll tell you what I did. I went through my journal, because I keep it ever since day one. I keep a running tracker of my weight. So after I weighed this morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look. I'm going to give you, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me look at my note. I done forgot what I gained. Because I gained again 9.7 pounds. Yesterday it was dang near 12 pounds. So today at least it's 9.7. I don't care who you are. This is not normal. It is not normal to gain 20 pounds in 2 weeks. It is not normal. I did not eat. Do you even know how much a person would have to eat to gain 20 pounds in 2 weeks? I don't even know that I could attempt to eat it without throwing my guts up. I cannot explain it. I do have a doctor's appointment, I think Monday or Tuesday. My doctor, who is retiring, actually today is her last day. So another doctor in the practice, I'm going to go see her. I've seen her once before. I really liked her. She's not my doctor. You know, I have a rapport with her. She knows my history, the whole 9 yards. So this Monday appointment is the new doctor getting to know me and, you know, going through my history and kind of establishing myself as a patient with her. So I'm going to go, obviously, over this with her. But it's not the only symptoms I have and that I have had forever. And they're discussed, but I think, now, she's a good doctor, don't get me wrong, she was an excellent doctor, but I think sometimes some things are kind of filed away as, that, you know, no big deal, when perhaps putting them together could be a big deal. I don't know. I do know I have, it started raining again. It rained all day yesterday. It was beautiful. I loved it. Did he have to gun that right here at my house? No. Of course, it is a little hill. We'll cut him some slack. Anyway, I do have thyroid problems. I take thyroid medicine, and I have asked my doctor to bump it up because I studied that even though you are on the range of normal, you can be on the lower end of normal and not functioning like you should, when you should have higher numbers. So I had to ask her, can you bump it up? Well, it's normal. She bumped it up like that to nothing. So no big difference. My mama, she had it how many every years back. She has terrible thyroid problems, and she had gained weight. I mean, she had gained weight. She's not a big woman. She had gained a lot of weight, and her doctor finally adjusted her synthroid, and I'm gonna tell you what, the weight fell off her. She just went, and it fell off. I don't expect my weight to fall off, but I would like to see if there's maybe a more aggressive treatment. Could it be that? These are the things I'm going to ask her. Okay, why am I having these big losses and big gains? I have excessive dry skin. I mean, not Oh, okay, it was winter time, your skin's dry. No, in the middle of summer, sweat and humidity season, my skin is excessively dry. I have lost, now some of that is white, but you can see my scalp. Over these past 2 years, I have lost so much hair. My hair was already going thin because my mom and my mama both thin hair. So I have that against me. But in 2 years' time, I went to having a little bit. I got a picture of the way I wanted my hair cut. I never have got it cut like that again. And I'm like, well, I don't even know if I could because I don't have the bangs to work with. I don't have as much volume up front. So I've got hair loss. I've got excessive facial hair. I hate telling y'all that, but I do. It's excessive. You're not going to see it if I can help it, but it is excessive. I have, I was trying to think, what else was it? I get sores in my mouth all the time. I got one on my tongue right now. I get inflamed taste buds. I get them inside my lips. I get them down here on the soft part of my tongue where there are no taste buds. I get them in my jaw all the time. I keep a sore inside my mouth. I have a taste inside my mouth that I think might be coming from medicine, but I don't know. It's a metallic taste at one point, but like right now, it's just, I can't even describe it. And it makes all my food taste. Sometimes I think when I cook for y'all and I taste it, maybe I'm not giving you a proper description because my taste buds are so funky. Those are the things that when you put them together, do they mean something? Or am I just lucky? You know that movie George in the Jungle? He said, George is lucky, I guess. Holly watched that. Oh my gosh. She watched that. If she watched it one time, she watched it 5,000 times. We could quote every scene of George in the Jungle. And it's not the cartoon, it's the one with Brendan Fraser in it. Oh my gosh, she had me, I mean, she loved it, and I loved it too, so I watched it with her pretty much every single time it was on. It was on the VHS. Not even the DVD, it was the VHS. Anyway, at night I would tell her, because, you know, Ursula was his love interest, and he would say, sleep sweet, Ursula. She'd say, sleep sweet, George. So every night when Holly was little, when I put her to bed, after the discovery of George of the Jungle, I would say, sleep sweet, Ursula. That was our thing. Oh, hold on. So anyway, those are the things I'm going to talk to my doctor about. The biggest one, this weight. So I got to have another one. I know y'all don't mind me having my coffee up here in front of you. This is what I did. I was telling you, I went through my tracker in my journal, and any loss or gain, 4 pounds or higher, I wrote it down. I'm gonna tell you every one of them for 2 years, and if you don't want to listen and get the backstory of why I'm saying here we go again, then you can just fast forward on. I don't mind, because it's going to be boring, but I wanted you to see that I'm not making this up, and it's not in my head, and it's not, oh, you're just perceiving it that way. No, it's a fact. So my first week 2 years ago in April, my first week, I gained 5.5. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the month, and I'm not going to tell you every weight and loss, just 4 pounds or higher. This is for 2019. May, minus 8.5 plus 4.8. June, plus 6.3 minus 4.7 minus 6.6 minus 12.8 plus 10.4. July, plus 5.3 minus 10.3. August and September were normal. 3 pounds here or there. October, minus 8.4 plus 5.2. November, minus 5.8 minus 8.2. December, plus 4, plus 7.2. Then we're up to 2019, January, minus 5.2, minus 4.9. February, plus 9.3, minus 12.4. March, normal. April, minus 7.4. May, plus 5, plus 4.4. June, minus 7.9, plus 8.9. July, minus 7.0, minus 4.3, plus 7.6. August, minus 8.1, plus 4.3. September, minus 7.3. October, plus 4.8, minus 10.4. November, plus 11.4. December, plus 7.0. 2020. Oh, for 2018, let me tell you, back it up. For 2018, the whole year, I lost 19.3 pounds. Okay? The whole year of 2019, I lost 8.2 pounds. The whole year. And you heard why. The big ups and downs. 2020, January, minus 7.2, plus 6.4. February, plus 4.4. March, plus 4.5, plus 4.5. April, minus 4.6, minus 10.2. May, this month, minus 8.4, plus 10.5, plus 9.7. So far this year, I have gained 4 pounds. That is a total of 24.5 pounds in 2 years. Last month, I was up to 44 point something. So, that's how my 2 years has looked. I'm going to tell you what, I'm tired. I tell y'all, I ain't going to cry because sometimes I think all my tears have dried up over this. Because, you know, after something wears on you for so long, it kind of numbs you. And so, like, when I went there weighed, I was like, okay, whatever. You know, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. But then I sit here in front of y'all, and it's like, my emotions get raw. I just get raw in front of y'all. And sometimes I hate that because it happens too often. And I'm not trying to come on here every time I get in front of y'all and just cry. I mean, it gets old. I know it does. It gets old to me. But I'm just over it. I tell y'all, quitting is not an option. I haven't quit. I keep hanging in there, but I'm going to tell you what, it's old. I'm sick and tired of it. It is discouraging. And it is because I can't do anything about it. I am damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. When I tell you this, you see, I mean it. I'm not making it up. I'm not, you know, trying to make an excuse. That's how it happens to me. It's a big loss or it's a big gain. What I have in that 2 years, 3 months where it was just normal, and those were like minus a pound, minus 3 pounds, plus 2 pounds. So from 1 to 3, you know, whatever. 0 to 3, 3 whatever. Back and forth. So, I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what else to try. Because I'm just spitting in the wind. That's what I'm doing. Spitting in the wind. So, I ain't gonna quit. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing it, but sometimes I wonder why. Why am I bothering? So, that is my stupid weigh-in for the week. I'll let you know what happens, you know, at the doctor. I hope that she does more maybe in-depth blood work than usual. I don't know what I'm just gonna tell her, check everything coming and going, and look, we'll just try, we'll just see, because I hate thinking it's me. Now, am I gonna say I was perfect? No, because there was times I was off track, I was derailed, I was off in the ditch, and sometimes I would gain and sometimes I would lose. So It really doesn't matter which way I go at it. There's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes I have had a perfect week and I know I earned that loss. And then the next week, perfect week, and I gained it back. So that's how it goes. That is how my journey is playing out. And I don't know what else to say about it. Is anybody else out there like this? Anybody else like go through that? Did you find out, was there something wrong with you? Were you just, I mean, what? I just don't know what. So I hate sitting here speculating. But that's what I was going to tell you. I hate thinking it's on me, because I'm not that much of a loser. No, pun not intended. I'm not that much of a, I've tried harder than what the scales show me. Now, I'm still wearing this is what's strange, I've still got my wedding ring on, see? Well, my wedding ring's still on and my legs are big, I'll tell you, my legs are big. They've shot back up. I was looking in the mirror this morning when I got out of the shower, and I got dressed and I went back in the bedroom in there where my makeup table is, and I have a full-length mirror there on the wall. Now sometimes you see me when I'm sitting there, you can see me in the mirror. And I walked up and I was looking at my legs sticking out of my shorts, and oh my God, they're like tree trunks. They're huge. So I'm carrying a lot of weight in my legs and around my belly. My clothes still fit, but the legs of my shorts are not as loose. They're the past, like, week before, even last week, they were loose around my legs. When I walked, they were real loose, and that's unusual because I do have big legs on top of swollen legs. So I don't think I'm carrying 20 pounds worth of water in my legs and my stomach. I've told you before that I can feel it when I do. I sit here, you see what I did? I sit there talking to y'all and ripped my paper completely up. I can feel it when I'm like holding on that fluid. I feel it all over. I just feel thick, and well, I am sluggish. I can't go by that. I can't drink quietly when my nose is stopped up. So I know there's my little baby squirrel, one of them. I know there's swelling involved, but I don't know that there's 20 pounds of swelling. But I don't have any other explanation, because I'm telling you, as good as I'm sitting here, it is not 20 pounds of freaking fat. It is not. It is not 20 pounds of food-induced fat. It's not. You cannot even find me a doctor to come to my face and tell me, oh, you gained 20 pounds of fat these past 2 weeks. No, it is not. That's why I know it's something. It is something. Can inflammation gain weight? Can inflammation cause weight gain? Because my body is inflamed from head to toe with everything that's wrong with it. Different diseases. Arthritis in every joint in my body. My knees are so swollen. I was telling Joan like last week, they've turned on me. I already can't use them, but they have turned on me. They're huge and they're grinding, and I have to use my walker to get up off my chair in the kitchen. They have turned on me big time. And I was like, before I found out I couldn't get my back fixed, I told my husband, I'm like, how am I supposed to do that when I can't even walk? So, you know what I feel like? I feel like a dartboard down at the bar, and I'm just hanging on the wall, and they just keep throwing darts at me. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. A freaking dartboard. Listen, I have bummed y'all. I've bummed y'all out long enough. I wish I had a story to tell you. I wish I had something fun to tell you to end up on a fun note, but my mind is kind of preoccupied. I can't think of nothing. I will tell you this, though. My high school reunion, 40 years is this year, and they were planning something, but as COVID went farther and farther, there's my husband, obviously I don't think we'll have anything, but she's posting pictures out of our yearbook, and she posted one of the pages that I was on. Oh my God, I was so pretty. I'm gonna make y'all smile. I'm gonna insert that picture. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna crop it down, I'm gonna insert that picture here for you to see what I look like as a senior in high school. So let me get off, say hey to my goober head. Alright, bye.